and welcome back, YouTube family. If you are new, it is good to see you. And if you are coming back, hello again. I'm Lakeisha Annang. I'm a side hustle coach, and I'm on a mission to help 10,000 ladies turn their skills and expertise into a profitable side hustle. So today, I'm going to be talking about building a personal brand in less than 7 minutes. Before I do that, it is important to know before building a personal brand, especially when we're talking about business, especially when we're talking about starting a side hustle, you need to be clear on the solution that you want to provide. Yes, personal brands are about helping people know you, like you, and trust you, building that connection. But ultimately, once they do that, you want to have some sort of value that you can offer. You want people to know that this is the go-to person for X, Y, or Z. So I just wanted to make that very clear before I get started. But let's get into it. When it comes to building a personal brand, I have a very simple framework, the 3 V's: values, visuals, and voice. Now, a lot of the time when we are talking about personal branding, people often focus on just the visuals, which are key, but branding is so much more to that. So I will be covering that in full detail. So stay tuned in if you know you are ready to build yourself a personal brand. Okay, so the first V I want to talk about is visuals. As I say, it is important, it is necessary, but it's not everything. When it comes to visuals, the reason why it's important because it helps you have that consistency. When you are thinking about building the visuals of your brand, you do want to be thinking about the font, you do want to be thinking about the colors. And even as we're on social media now, you want to be consistent in, the way you're using social media. So for example, my place is Instagram. On Instagram, you can play with loads of different fonts. I am always using the same font because why? It helps with consistency. People want to know you, like you, and trust you. And the more you're consistent in the way that you show up, it means people can trust you faster. Talking about social media, we can also use emojis. Yes, you may be thinking, why are you talking about emojis? Is that branding? Yes, it is. You can have your core set of emojis that you are using in your socials. Again, what this does is build that consistency and help people to like you faster. So that is a bit on visuals. If you are like, this is helpful, I need to hear more on this, I'm ready to build a profitable side hustle, make sure you like and subscribe. Okay, so the next V is with regards to values. Now, having a brand, like I say, is more than the visuals. You want to have core values that resonate with your brand, that resonate with yourself. Because you will find that when building a brand for your business, you will attract people with similar values to you. For example, my values are growth, authenticity, integrity, and freedom. And I'm going to specifically touch on integrity. This is really important to me. And when I talk about integrity, I'm not usually talking about keeping to your word to other people, which is important. I'm always talking about keeping the word to yourself, i.e., you saying that I want to start a business, you saying that I want to build a profitable side hustle, you saying that I want freedom for myself and my family. But then, are you actively taking action to be true to what you said, to be true to yourself? Because that's the least you can do to you. For you, you can at least commit to the things that you say you want to do for yourself. You can at least commit to putting in the work to build your future. So that's really big for me, and I can communicate on it quite a bit, and usually it does resonate with my person, my ideal client, because they know they do want to do more. They do know that there is more to them, and ultimately it is about making that decision to commit to themselves. So that is a core value of mine, for example, and it's personal to me, but it means that when I talk about this, it can resonate with the right person. That is the second V. The last V is voice. So when you are thinking about your brand, I want you to think about how do you want your brand to make people feel in your messaging, whether that's you actually giving a presentation or talking about what you do. For me, I don't just want people to be inspired. I actually want you to feel convicted. And part of that is me not sugarcoating things. Part of that is me keeping it real. And I always say, I won't call you out, but I will call you up. I will call you up because I know there's more to you. What use is it me sitting there listening to excuses that I know are a cover up and gets in the way of your greatness, gets in the way that the future you truly deserve for yourself? So, yes, I am that coach that will keep it real. I am that coach that won't sugarcoat out of love, because I want you to be convicted. I want you to hear me and feel like, oh, I need to move, because that's what I'm about. That's what we're about. That's what you're gonna need, like when you're building a business. So that's a bit about like my voice, for example. Now I want you to think about you. How do you want people to feel when they think about your brand? Like, what will your messaging feel like? And that is just an example I've given. Now, we have covered the three V's. We've covered visuals, we've covered value, we have covered voice. These are three things that you can incorporate right now to create a personal brand. If you know that you have liked this and you want to know more about building a business, building a profitable side hustle, I want you to like and subscribe now. Okay, so one last thing in addition to the three V's. Building a personal brand is about being personal, right? And one thing that can really help you with that is storytelling. So I want you to think about a couple of stories that you can use that align with your brand. These can be personal stories, or they can actually be stories about someone else. For example, I'm a side hustle coach because I was once unfulfilled in my career and I just couldn't take it anymore. Like, I knew the life that I wanted for myself. I knew I was called for more. So I had to make a decision, take the leap, invest in myself, because I didn't know how to create a business. I didn't have anyone around me. And now I've done that. It was a side hustle to begin with, but I'm a full-time entrepreneur. That is my story. I can share that, and it's probably going to resonate with my clients, ideal clients, because they see themselves in that story. So, what is a story that you can share? A story that resonates with you and your brand. I want you to think about it, and then I want you to begin to use it. So this is exactly how you can build your personal brand in less than 7 minutes. If you know that you are wanting help building a personal brand so you can get started with your side hustle, with your business, check out the link below. Let's explore if we're a good fit. And if we are, let's get going on building your business.